we got to Abandoned Woods State Park. So let's check this place out and see if it's got any good hiking trails. Well, I found my way to the nature center. Unfortunately, there was a sign on my way down here that said closed. So this probably won't be as interesting as I had hoped. At least for this part. Hopefully the, what do they call it? The Pioneer area, Pioneer Farm area is still going on. Or maybe it was Pioneer Homestead. I don't remember what they call it here. And yeah, it's definitely closed. That's a bummer. This might be the Pioneer Farmstead area. Oh, I need to figure out what's what around here. Let's see. Near Pioneer Living. Tuesday Guys. Got some log cabins out here. We'll see what else we find. Apparently Pioneer Farmstead is the correct name for this. I want to take some longer videos. The software I'm using to put all these together essentially will only let you put in 20 at a time for the free version, but you can put in 20 at a time, then put in another 20 in another video, then combine those two videos and keep doing that. Trying to figure out what that is. Woodshed or an outhouse. Don't see the normal moon on it. Huh. That's a cool little cabin. Nifty. Appears to be crude, but probably is better than a tent. One of the other structures I mentioned before I thought might be an outhouse, but didn't have the moon on it. Yeah, it definitely looks like an outhouse. Though one side definitely doesn't look like it's been used. Okay, that just seems kind of nasty. The nature center is closed, but I wonder if anybody comes out to the Pioneer Farmstead to do demos and so forth. There's an area over there that looks like something for woodworking. Not sure what all is over here. I feel like I should know what that particular tool is I'm focusing on right now. Ooh, tomahawk blocks. Used to love throwing tomahawks as a kid. I have a whole large collection of both more traditional looking tomahawks and a bunch of tactical tomahawks. I find as I grow older, my tastes in what stuff I buy from things like bud catalogs is still kind of stuck at 15 years old. Trapper. My dad and my uncle were into mountain man events, so they go out there in the woods and do rendezvous or whatever. Do the black powder shooting, throw some tomahawks. It's a good time. Smokehouse. Well, this one's not locked, so I'm assuming we can look inside. No meat in there right now, but if you want to smoke some up, it looks like it's probably functional. Let's see what they have in the trappers area. I had one of those as a kid, or something similar. Okay, now I got to figure out a trail to go off on and see what I see. Not sure what I found here. I think this is on Trail B. I'm assuming it's some kind of bird watching spot. The sign just, oh yeah, wildlife viewing blind. Welcome to our home. Huh. Yeah, I guess you could just hang out here, see what's going on. Well, let's head up the ramp and see what the view is from up there. So far, it's pretty much standard park with pretty woods. Yeah, this could be a boring part of the video as I slowly walk over here. I need to work on my cardiovascular system anyway. Oh, a little swampy. Okay, so what do we have? Let's see. Okay. Welcome. What the hell is this? Oh, by the way, I noticed something about one of the buildings I showed earlier. Its latch is on the outside. So, can you lock it from the inside? Apparently they built some stuff up around here. I assume this ground is way too soft most of the time, so they built this little bridge over it all. This is considered a moderate trail according to the map. And I'd say it's pretty moderate so far. Been going uphill so far, but I imagine, well, it's a loop, so it's going to be downhill eventually. Unless there's some law of physics that's being broken that I don't know about. I'll focus on the sign for just a bit. Apparently there's various features they don't know exactly how they got here, like these little divots in the ground. I would think they're just miniature sinkholes, but apparently they had people check it out and they're not quite sure what causes them. Oh well. Pretty sure this is indeed Trail B. Wish they had it labeled. And I think I'm almost back to the Pioneer Homestead. Not sure which trail I'll try to find next, but I'll look at the map and see what looks interesting. Apparently a lot of the little iron rails and axles and so forth out here were part of a series of mills that were along the Blue River. Neat. Well, there's the nature center. I don't see anybody doing any demos, so I think I'm going to head on out and see if I can find another cool trail. I think I'm near the trailhead for Trail E, and that runs along the Ohio River. Got a pretty little shelter out here. Good area for a picnic. And a very good view of the Ohio River. Hopefully I go on a trail here eventually where I can see part of the Blue River. I think Trail E is also called the Ohio River Bluff Trail. And I guess that's what a bluff is. And I think eventually the trail goes up on top of the bluff and we should get a better view of the Ohio River. Still on the Bluff Trail. Found a piece of what I think is limestone and a little coral fossil. I want to eventually go to the Falls of the Ohio and show off some of the stuff there. Unfortunately, last I checked, the locks are open, which means all the fossil beds, or most of the fossil beds, are covered with water. So hopefully I can find a time when the gates aren't open and I can actually get in there and look at some of the fossils. Not sure I want to climb out there, but there's some good views of the Ohio River from up at the top of the bluff. I think this is at the top of the bluff I was at, and I got to figure out how to get down to the parking lot again. And I also don't want to interrupt someone's wedding that's apparently happening later today. I'm not even 100% sure that this is part of the park, because I actually had to leave past the entrance and go to a different road to actually get to it. But this is a little nature reserve. Let's check it out. There wasn't much to see in that little nature preserve area, really. Dry creek bed and, well, woods, but no waterfalls or anything cool like that. Though apparently out here at this park there's a disabled hunter trail, so like people coming out in crutches or wheelchairs and hunting. Interesting idea. Let's see that. I appear to have gotten myself lost, so I need to look on the map again, figure out where that dry creek bed is, figure out what's on my right hand side, and hopefully I'll know where the hell I am. One of my complaints about O'Bannon Woods State Park is there's not enough labeling about what is where. So hopefully I can find my way out of this eventually. And why do I hear banjos in the background? Found it. Trail A, also known as apparently Rocky Ridge. What we got here? Okay, Trail A is at least a little prettier than some of the other trails. The one by the river is pretty cool. Can't take any good photos though, because how do I put this? You can see it well with the naked eye, but my camera just doesn't pick up the riverfront views. But Trail A is looking a lot more promising. And you actually have LTE doing parts of it. I know, I'm a dork. Yeah, it's a lot prettier out here on Trail A. Wish the caves were open. Unfortunately, because of COVID, they closed them. Otherwise, I might take a tour of those. The Wyandotte Caves are real nearby here. And I remember being in them as a kid, I believe. But that would have been like over 30 years ago. So I'd like to go check it out again. Unfortunately, pandemic shit is keeping me from doing that. Sorry to make this video's end rather anticlimactic, but
Abandoned Woods just didn't have the scenery that I like at some other parks. I don't really want to throw shade on it, and I think it will be a lot better once the Wyandotte Cave area gets opened back up. But as of right now, I like Spring Mill a lot better, and even Charlestown State Park for that matter. But I'll probably go back eventually to Abandoned Woods and check it out. I think my next stop is probably going to be Clifty Falls.